All right, so the video is gonna end when I stutter, but I also need a topic to talk about for this video other than just stuttering. So, I could talk about talking for a long time, but that's not really something I want to do. So we're just gonna talk about geopolitics and the current political situation that's going on right now. Okay, so yesterday I went to my grandpa's house to do some work. Yep, I'm a little labor boy. I went with my grandpa and my dad was there. And we walk in and he's watching the news. All right. It's Iran. All right. We are going basically to war with Iran, but we're not really going to a war. It's really just us raping them, to be honest. Yeah, Iran really doesn't stand a chance against America and Israel. But the whole thing, in my opinion, was that a stutter? That was just a miswording. The whole thing for me, bro, is like American soldiers, he said, bro, are gonna end up dying. I think we ended up bombing a little girl school, like an elementary all girls school. We ended up like bombing them or some shit. Just, sad shit, all this shit. It's like, bro, do we really gotta go to war for Israel, bro? I mean, seriously, like my dad said, so he gave me like the oorah, like he was like, oh, just kind of backing Trump or whatever, because that's what he does. But I'm just like, bro, we're going to this war. Like, the whole thing, the whole reason this is even happening is because of Israel. We're doing this shit on Israel's behalf. Because no American really, I think, that is overseas, no, any American who's not overseas, all right, any fellow American, do you actually have the fear that Iran is going to kill you tomorrow or today or in a year, in a week? And it's because, oh, they're enriching uranium, they're going to have nukes, whether they're doing that shit or not. It's like, why would I believe you when that was the excuse last time? And you've been saying they've had nukes for fucking like 40 years, since the 90s, probably early 80s, bro. It's like every other year they're like, Iran is about to have nukes, and then you got Benjamin Netanyahu like, Iran is they're 2 days away from having nuclear bombs, and we need to fucking obliterate them right now. And it's like, bro, come on, chill, bro. I'm not trying to die for Israel. And hasn't Israel made its plans clear that they want to do Greater Israel? They want to do the project Greater Israel. I mean, it's basically just them owning the entire Middle East. Like, what the fuck? I mean, at what point do we make Israel stop pulling the fucking strings in our politics? And for anyone, honestly, there's no point for me to even try to back up what I'm saying, because anyone who just doesn't get it, you just don't really know what's going on, and that's that. I mean, I don't really give a fuck, dude. If you want to be an idiot and fucking not know, that's fine. Israel is the one with its paws all over our government, bro. APAC money, funding, weird blackmail stuff going on, either threatening Trump or, trying to be like, all right, if you don't bomb Iran, we're going to go to Iran and we're going to use nukes. All right, we're going to fuck them up. We're going to blow them off the map. And then that puts Trump in a situation like, okay, do I want to let Iran get nuked, or do we just go along with them and make sure they don't nuke them and we can fuck them up with them? It's like, bro, come the fuck on, bro. When do we nuke Israel? That's a joke. But seriously, bro, maybe I can understand it if, like, my gas prices go down for a few days, or if, like, I don't know, groceries get cheaper or some shit. But, I mean, is that really going to happen? Obviously, there's a whole lot more to going to Iran than just, getting rid of what is it, an existential crisis threat or some shit? Like, come on, bro. I mean, America really loves to frame themselves as the good guys, and I'm not like a super like hater on America. I'm a patriot. I love America. But the thing is, it's like, bro, you really got to keep framing yourself as the good guys when it's always like just other people and other lands, like other people in deserts, bro, and the Middle East. And, these kids, bro, literal kids, they will just grow up, and they're growing up in a war torn country, everything's shit. And they look around, there's like Al Qaeda, and then there's American soldiers here, and then it's just like, they don't know what to believe, or they don't know what's going on. They're just growing up and all they see is guns and violence and just American troops surrounding them, bro. American bases all over the fucking place. And to be honest, dude, I'm an idiot. I don't know what's going on. I mean, maybe they're going to try and install some sort of international banking like they're trying to do in Venezuela now. It's like all this fuck shit that's going on. They all, like, at the end of the day, bro, let's be honest, it's helping out the Jews, bro. It's helping out Israel. Like, when does the American people get some fucking benefit from all this, killing, I guess, if that's the blatant way to put it? Listen, bro, and like I said, I don't fucking know everything, and I hate to be the guy, the white knight for every human life on earth, but, like, seriously, like, what benefit do we get? What benefit does anyone get out of this besides Israel? Iran is Israel's last, like, great opponent in the region. And when Iran is down, when they're no longer in the picture, then what does Israel have, bro? They just have kind of free reign to do whatever. How many times is Israel just going to bomb its neighboring countries and just get away with it? I mean, seriously. I mean, is it actually super necessary? Is it genuinely this necessary to always be going to war and doing all this shit and just taking shit over for the greater good of Israel, bro? Because what I don't know what America's getting out of it besides, I guess some stock prices or whatever might go up. But it's like, bro, is that really like what you're gonna determine like is good? Is that how we're gonna value ourselves as a nation? Is by how our stocks are doing, or is it by how the American people live their day to day life? The average fucking worker, the average person, and it's hard for me to say. Like, I don't want to come up here and be like, I'm all anti-war or whatever, but genuinely, like, what is the point? At least, like, I don't know, bro, give me a tax break or something, because I didn't really, vote for this, to be honest, because that was Trump's whole thing that he ran off of, is that, the peace party, basically, like, we don't want any new wars. I literally remember him saying, when he got asked a question about Ukraine or whatever, and he was basically saying this in a broad term, is like, I want the dying to stop. All I want is the dying and the killing to stop. And people hear that, obviously they're going to vote for that, because that's what people want. You don't really want just senseless dying. And I get that, yeah, a lot of this doesn't matter. And, you could really just live your day-to-day life and not even hear about the shit, not even know and not even care. But in my opinion, it's like, bro, you're paying taxes. It's like, do I really want to keep paying taxes if it's all just going to go to fucking Israel's benefit? I mean, I pay taxes and they send my money to Israel. I pay taxes, they build up the military, and then they use that military for Israel's behalf. It's like, bro, when do I get a fucking break, dude? Back in the day, bro, they imposed a 2% tax on the colonies, and they were like, nope, fuck this. They got out their fucking musket Glocks and they rebelled. They literally rebelled after a 2% tax. Now we're getting 40, basically 50% tax, because you get taxed for everything you do. When you save your money, when you get your money, when you spend your money. You have inflation, which is like the invisible tax. Not to mention that we're drowning in debt. And I know the thing is, making videos like this, it's kind of, I don't really want to, because there's always just people in the comments like, nobody can force us to pay off our debt. Nobody can force us to pay off our debt, and, none of this matters because I can't affect it. It's like, all right, fucking whatever, dude. For one, that's not how it works. And for two, just shut the fuck up. I don't know. Honestly, I've stuttered like fucking 20 times, so starting now, actually, the next time I stutter, I'm just going to end the video. But I guess to be fair, it's not 100 total percent on Israel's behalf, because whenever you get into Iran, obviously with all our troops there and all the like the boats or whatever, the big boat that carries like heliplanes or whatever, we put those in waters and we put them next to the important spots, the little canals that, China's getting their oil from Iran, and, all these other countries like India is like, they're basically using Iran as like their land trout. Like, that's how they get their shit around, is through Iran. It's basically, on the grand scheme of things, just a power play. But if it's just a big power play for America, why don't they just fucking say that, bro? At least, can you just tell us straight up? Stop fucking lying like we're too stupid to understand. If it's a big power play, just admit it, bro. Don't be like, they're gonna get nukes and they're gonna kill everybody tomorrow. And it's like, bro, if anyone's gonna get nukes and kill everybody tomorrow, isn't that North Korea? I don't know, bro. It really just doesn't seem like a good look when you have blood on America's hands. I mean, there's just the easiest way to put it, bro. It's just the simplest and cleanest way to say it, is there is blood on America's hands right now. And if you want to say it's not America's fault, it's Israel's, there's blood on Israel's hands. And I get that there's people that are like, fuck them sand people, who don't give a fuck about any human life at all, and they're just like bigoted. And not like bigoted where they're like, oh, he's like not politically correct. It's like just complete ignorance of everything going on, and just complete fucking blind worship of whatever your elites are doing. Like, bro, we're really letting lizards control the fucking world, and the fucking humans, I guess we're just worse than them, bro, because we're just letting it happen. Lizards and aliens are controlling the world, and we're just sitting there letting it happen because we're just the dumb little goys, bro. I mean, this whole thing is just some fuck shit. And within like 12 hours of this whole operation, I think it's like Major Fury or some shit, Epic Fury, I don't know, Trump gave it some fucking stupid ass name. Within 12 hours, there's like a 96% chance that they already killed the leader. But it's like, bro, they killed the leader, and then they go on to say like, yep, all the bombings and the strikes, they're going to continue for another 12 hours. Or no, not 12 hours. When I say that, they stated it's going to continue for another week. But then in Trump's Truth Social post, he continues to say, yeah, honestly, we're just going to keep bombing them until we deem necessary. It's like, what does that even mean? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing at this point? Imagine, like, I don't know if there's ground soldiers in there, like, shooting people or anything. To my knowledge, we're just launching missiles, and there's probably some planes or helicopters flying by and shit. But, like, even so, bro, imagine being in a plane and you fly by. either you're just an American soldier just doing your job and you're just fucking bombing schools or some shit or whatever it is, because we're doing pinpoint precision strikes. It's like, I don't know how you deem what's necessary to strike. It's not like Iran's military is something that is super dangerous. It's really not. Obviously, they don't really stand a fucking chance. But it's like, imagine just being that American citizen who's just, you're flying that plane, killing people, or, you know, maybe you get shot down. And then what, bro? You died on Israel's behalf. Congratulations, dude. You died on Israel's behalf, bro. I mean, and at the same time, bro, I feel like just a year ago, it was like the situation with Ukraine and Iran and Taiwan and all this shit's just like, it's all like tense. And then you have Trump or whatever, everybody basically being like, World War III is coming, World War III is tomorrow, World War III is next week. And then like, they're like crying and bitching and moaning about World War III. And now we're the ones coming here initiating it, bro. All because honestly, Iran's kind of stupid as fuck for, I mean, I guess not negotiating. They really should have bent their knee and just listened. But, you know, they stood their ground and now I guess they're paying the price. But to my understanding, yeah, this whole thing basically broke out because we asked them, like, hey, stop making bombs. And they were like, no, we're going to keep making bombs or something. You know, and maybe they have nukes, okay? But if they have nukes, I feel like the real person who should be scared would be Israel, bro. The real, and like, I don't think Iran's get, whether they get nukes or not, bro, I don't think they have the capability of fucking bombing us, dude. There's just no way. America's not dumb, okay? They have nuclear deterrent programs. They have a bunch of defensive systems in place, obviously. I mean, we do spend basically all our money on the military. So if you think that shit like that doesn't exist, then just don't even fucking comment anything. But I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I need to see a poll. Like, how many of you guys support Israel? And then just make every American take the poll. And I don't know, bro. Maybe the numbers will prove me wrong. Maybe 90% of Americans support Israel. And hey, if you support the nation and the country of the people who fucking hate you for being Christian, then, I mean, maybe I'm the dumb one, bro. Maybe we should die for Israel. Maybe that's on my fucking 2026 bingo card.